Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick little reminder that we stream this podcast live every Monday on either Gavin's Altars channel or Phantom Preacher's channel, so don't forget to go check us out there as well. Links will be in the description below.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Think On It. I am Gavin Zalter. Tonight I am joined by Nerd Gamer Panda,
Hello.
Vanonymous Games, and Phantom Preacher.
Hey,
Hello.
Podcast where we talk about a lot of nothing.
like you just heard.
Good fucking introduction. Doing great.
Yeah,
Oh,
hey, at least it's not 5 minutes of silence.
Yep.
very
now,
true.
Let's have a
Thank
moment
you.
of silence for our fallen words and vocabulary that we no longer use. All right, fuck
That's not
those
enough.
guys
I'm
anyways.
impatient.
Fuck those guys anyways.
Trees outdoors.
Brings a fucking
Stop.
tear to my eye.
So,
My God.
So, what have you guys been playing this week?
I've been playing too much Fallout.
Bro,
Yeah, I heard the
through
radio.
the Fallout, baby. Yeah. Fallout's actually a very fun series. Especially, I heard 3 was like very, very good, and I haven't played it yet, and I kind of want to.
Yeah, I have.
All the Fallouts, I've played a little bit of, I think it was 3. I played it for like an hour, and I had to hand the controller back to my friend. I was like, if I keep playing this, you're not getting this controller back, and I will beat the game for you. Of course, by saying beat, it's a Bethesda title, and the end is hours away, but
Yeah, the
They
first.
hadn't.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then the third game, Fallout 3, it has Liam Neeson. What else could you possibly want?
The first Fallout I personally played was Fallout New Vegas, which it's not a bad start, but
Yeah, that was okay, from what I heard.
I mean it's by Obsidian, so where could you go wrong?
Very true.
that's creeper proof.
Oh boy.
But yeah, Fallout 4 has consumed my life yet again. I've bought the game fucking twice because Bethesda has my soul like in a jar now. And
Yeah, Fallout 4 is pretty fun.
it is a lot of fun. It's also fucking awful for my health because I just sit here for hours and it is a problem. I end up getting
That's why I
up.
avoid Skyrim.
My room is all hot because my computer turns into a fucking heater, and there's sweat all over because my room is really hot from said heater, and yeah, I hate my life afterwards.
Oh man.
At least I don't have a furnace when I play Skyrim. Of course, I'm still playing it on the 360, so it looks like old school garbage. But once I fire up Skyrim, I may as well not even know what month it is. I am absolutely consumed by the damn game.
Oh my God, Bethesda games are fucking. They're a time investment.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm like I was saying earlier, I'm 3 main story missions in. Like, can't remember the exact names of the towns, but I left the first town you fall in, and then I got my house, and it's been nothing but side quests since then. Granted, I picked the game up, like, I'll not play it for 6 months to a year, pick it up, play it for 6 months, then put it down again. But it's nothing but side quests. Like, I don't have to play the main storyline to enjoy the game. Run around fucking fighting trolls.
So I've seen that Panda's been playing the Insane trilogy from Crash Bandicoot.
I love Resident. I am really upset because I accidentally turned off the autosave. Where I ended my last stream is back to where I started my last stream.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So after I stopped streaming, I started playing again levels. So it's. But I've been busy doing other shit and all that fun stuff, so I haven't been able to pick it up again to get you back so I can keep.
Okay, Gavin, how about you? Anything you've been playing that's been interesting or anything like that?
I've been dealing with Studio Wildcard's relentless desire to shove meaningless content into Ark Survival Evolved. I give them credit. I love the game to death, but they keep adding things that tax people's systems, like the Starry Night. Looks great, but it taxes your system. All the new dinos look great, but it taxes your system. And they've done nothing to enhance performance for the game, and it just absolutely drives me mad. But I love the game so much I can't put it down. Like me and Joker just started taking on the actual boss battles, how you unlock your tech gear, and we beat the Broodmother the first time. We beat Megapithec or Gigantopithecus, whatever it is, and then we got our asses absolutely handed to us by the dragon. Lost all of our gear. I lost 20 dinos in the first battle with the Broodmother. So I'm still finding enjoyment. I'm still finding new things to do, but I'm constantly finding something new to bitch about.
The fact that you need a supercomputer to run that game at 1080p ultra is dumb. You should not need a fucking supercomputer to play that game.
Well, and what bothers me is that about 3 major patches ago, and I'm not talking about like the 261 point whatever.
Oh, you mean the one that
It
happened
was
2
back
days
at,
ago?
257. Like patch 257 was the groundbreaker. It was the one where they added, I think, the Hyenodon and shit like that, where performance absolutely tanked. My computer could run it just fine in 1080 on lower settings. Like I think I even had my textures at medium, which for me is amazing. And the game looked fine. It played fine. There was no stutters, no screen tearing. You wouldn't have these screen freezes. Now they keep adding shit, but the performance is getting worse. And apparently it's not just for PCs. Xbox consoles, like most, there's a ton of servers that are getting fucked over. There's dupe glitches that people are doing. PlayStation's suffering the same fate. And it's not just people with low-end PCs. There's a big streamer and YouTuber I watch, Nerd Parade. His servers are set up for everybody to be able to run things in high fidelity and all that. They still get the screen freezes. Like, it's not just people with low-end computers that are suffering. It's everybody.
Oh, God.
Their focus has gone so far away from performance, and now it's about what new things can we shove in the game? What sound effects can we change? Like, dude, did you really need to change the sound effect of me breaking a rock?
It sounds so stupid now.
There's so many things that they could be doing, and they're just not. They're completely ignoring the community at this point. And that's one thing that's going to drive a game out of existence is
If it wasn't for the fact
turning your back on your community.
I hate Call of Duty.
Charging $60.
That too. The fact that it's fucking $60 now and it's not even their release date.
So,
All right, say that again, would you, Phantom?
so I hate Call of Duty, but even they listen to their community more than Wildcard, which is a problem.
That's sad. That's sad.
The fact that
Is
you're
it
getting
true that we are
outdone.
getting something that we've the zombies, the zombie players, we're getting something we've been asking for since Black Ops 2 released all of the zombie maps, and that's a standalone zombie game.
The Chronicles, yeah.
Well, yeah, that was a DLC. But I think does it have a standalone edition? I don't even know.
I hear that there's supposed to be one in the works if it hasn't been released already. But that shows that they are, you know, like Phantom was saying, that they're actually listening to the community now.
Like, oh God. For me, I've just been going back to a nostalgia, like, just constant nostalgia on my end. I just bought Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age, a couple days ago, and I I'm remembering why I fell in love with the game. Just it's so nostalgic and I have so many fond memories about it. And
Aren't they supposed to be working on a 7 remake as well?
well, yes, and there's also been a lot of bad rumors concerning it that they are going to release it episodically.
Ugh.
Yeah, and I've been trying to think of how they're going to do that. And the only plausible I guess way that they can is by separating it via Genova battles, you know? Like the first one is on the ship. Then after the ship, you go all the way to the ancient city where Aerith dies. And then the next one is not until I don't think it's until the crater, I think. Pretty sure.
Hopefully, it doesn't
So
end
at
up
least
like
there'd be
Hitman.
big gaps of gameplay there.
Oh yeah, gameplay looks fucking solid. It looks beautiful and everything works very well. I just really hope that they don't do episodic and well, why not just do multiple discs? Like do a callback. Even
Yeah.
release it in the classic box art too. Fuck it.
Because no one wants to load in 3 separate discs for a game anymore.
Well, nobody wants to buy 4 fucking episodes.
Exactly. I'd rather buy all the episodes in one box set and load up each disc as I need it instead of buying 4 separate titles.
Yeah.
Like, I just really hope they do that. And on another bit of Square Enix news, I saw a new world for Kingdom Hearts 3. They're doing Pixar.
I saw that. I saw the Toy
Really?
Story. Yeah, they're gonna do a Toy Story world.
It looks so good. It looks so good. It looks like
Oh, was that the side by side I saw where it showed Woody
Yep.
shot with their actual
Yep.
cinematography and all that, and then the new Woody looked so good.
yeah, it's
And that was
like,
just a still image.
it's like an actual Pixar movie. And I love it so much because it opens up new windows. I really think they'll do a couple of others. Like, I hope Monsters Inc. is one of them because I think that would be a cool little mechanic going through doors and, you know, ending up in different places in the world.
Yeah.
And there's also a couple more that I really, really hope that they do Disney wise, like Robin Hood or Journey to Atlantis or, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I'd be down for
That would be
Atlantis.
really cool to
There are
see.
so many Disney worlds that are still open to them that they haven't even touched yet. I mean, there's so many Disney worlds that even Disney people forget about. Like the fact that there's so many princesses that aren't even acknowledged, but they're actually princesses, where others that aren't princesses are.
Princess
makes me
Leia
think of,
is not a princess from Disney.
Huh?
She is not
Yeah,
a Disney princess.
technically.
Who?
Princess Leia.
Now she technically is, since Disney owns the rights to her.
No,
Oh.
fuck
But,
Disney.
Like they count Mulan as a princess when she's not, but they forget Kira, who is the princess from Atlantis. Like she, us.
Yeah. Oh, and
There's
yeah, I just
so many of them.
yeah, I just remembered something. People have been wanting to add Star Wars and Marvel worlds, but you can't do that. Okay, like
No.
that's
No.
you can't.
That's
but-
a negatory.
I've been thinking there is a way they can add Marvel and Star Wars properties through one character, Gilgamesh from Final Fantasy V. They bring him in as a secret boss. He has like Captain America's shield in one hand, Luke Skywalker's, you know, lightsaber in one, maybe Tony Stark's fucking repulsor beam in one arm, you know, just do a
Little
whole
things.
yeah, just
Wouldn't
small
that-
things.
Wouldn't that require incorporating Square Enix into this then?
No, Square Enix they're the ones that are co-making the game.
Are they really? I didn't actually know that.
No, like Square Enix, like from the first Kingdom Hearts, has been a part of the development process. That's why you see Final Fantasy characters like Squall and Cloud and Sephiroth, stuff like that.
I don't follow super closely, so yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. But yeah,
All this
You anyway.
all this cross universe talk just makes me think of something a good friend of mine brought up. She's playing, I think it's the most recent release of a Lego game. I cannot think of the exact title, but she sent me a picture of like, well, these are all the universes I can go to, and there was over 25 different universes that Lego has gotten their hands on. Star Wars, Marvel, Disney, so on and so forth. It's absolute madness how many universes that they have a hold on.
That's everybody loves Lego, so they all want to have their characters in a Lego set.
That they already have Lego sets for those properties. So
which means they already technically have slight not ownership, but rights to those properties.
Yeah, so as long as they keep them Lego.
And the Lego games have always been really fun. I've enjoyed the shit out of playing Lego games.
There's actually a Lego game coming out that's like a GTA-esque Lego game.
Oh no.
God.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's not exactly Grand Theft Auto, but it's vaguely reminiscent with an open world, and you can drive Lego vehicles, crash things, and stuff like that.
I can just imagine a little kid like, Mommy, I want to get that game. And she's like, what is it? It's Lego GTA. Oh, what the fuck? What?
Since when?
She gets it out of like sympathy because he's like begging puppy eyes and all of that shit. A week later, she walks into the room while he's playing, and he's just like at a Lego strip club. Like, Jimmy, what are you doing?
A coworker of mine had to talk to his oldest son about porn, and not just any porn, Minecraft porn.
What the fuck?
His mom got a DMCA violation for him BitTorrenting Minecraft porn.
Oh my god.
Okay, it should be a conversation about how not to get caught pirating.
But at the same time, like,
oh my god. I'll be right back. Oh my god.
Like, that's not even hot. I mean, it's square people
bumping blocks.
Bumping pixels. Like, granted, Josh's age, they got off on this. I think I saw a nipple in the snow, so.
Is it considered
a
boob
you try
block?
to dial in the illegal channels that you're not supposed to have, and it's like somebody took a magnet to an old VHS tape. It's all purple and warped and contorted, but the moans and the occasional nipple were enough when you were fucking 6-7 years old and your mom wasn't home.
Oh, God.
Is that considered a booblocki? All right, I'll go shoot myself now.
Where do you think they got pixelated bukkake from? Minecraft porn.
Booblocki.
And there is the always prominent Rule 34. It's on the internet. There's porn for it. I mean, it's unavoidable.
How did we get on the topic of porn? What the fuck?
Because
Damn it.
season 3.
Dude, there are YouTube regulations, man.
What?
YouTube regulations. Okay?
We can talk about porn, we just can't talk about what's happening in it.
Or show images of it.
Exactly.
Just casually edits in a few, like, block boobs from Minecraft.
You just do it like Team 4-Star. You just, like, flash, like a millisecond image on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Subliminal messaging.
Pornographic images.
Get the solar flare.
Still can't believe those were an actual thing, but hats off to Team 4-Star for that one.
Yeah, when I first saw like a
God.
small purple like glint on the screen whenever they're on Namek fighting Frieza, I was just like, what the fuck did I just see? And like I tried to like pause it at the exact moment, and when I did, I was horrified by what I saw.
All right, clickbait. Let's move on.
Right.
Oh,
Oh
but
God, what is it? I watched a bunch of news shit. Oh, the super ridiculous thing I heard in the news. I don't know how old this is. So some chick was doing the soundtrack for a video game, like a side-scrolling space shooter.
We totally just watched that on the note this afternoon.
Yeah, but I don't know how old that episode was.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But so this chick was doing the soundtrack for him, and she ended up having to end the contract because illness or whatever. Like she got sick, couldn't stick around to finish it. So they, finished her contract. They paid her X amount of dollars, and then some more on top of it for doing a good job and to help with expenses or whatever. She misread the contract or just wasn't happy enough with it. And instead of keeping her grievances with the company itself, she actually went and randomly DMCA'd a ton of big YouTube talents and some YouTube talents who are barely getting off the ground. So this DMCA could potentially be the end of their channels. And when they reach out to her going, all right, what do I need to resolve this? She goes, oh, I'm not the one you need to talk to. Talk to game dev XYZ over here that's giving me a hard time. And when that didn't get her anywhere, she put up a post saying, I don't care. Fuck your channel. I'm not pulling these DMCAs down until the game dev does something about it. Like, it blew my mind how petty and fucking outlandishly outrageous this entire situation was. And just, it goes to show that the whole YouTube, like, DMCA system is just broken as shit.
And then the company's like, we're seeing if we can have her server, her ISP pull it. I work for an ISP. We can't do that. We don't control the website she's posting to. We don't control any of that. All we can do is literally cut her service for breaking her terms and service.
Which she would have to violate the ISP's terms of service,
which is
not the dev's contract.
Yeah.
So what game was this for? It was a 2D side scroller, is what you said.
Yeah, it was a 2D side scroller. I can't remember the name of it exactly. I could probably look up that episode of The Know, get details on it. I believe that her name was Alex something.
Yeah,
was the one causing the
It's been
chaos.
popping up for a little bit.
Speaking,
you looking that up?
Yeah, got it.
Speaking of issues, legal issues, the ZeniMax lawsuit, the whole thing with the creator or some guy associated with the song The Wanderer used for Fallout for his advertisements. Well, that $1 million lawsuit thing. This guy is complaining that it's put in a trailer that advocates violence, which, for one, you kind of have to play the game and understand what's going on. The people that are being killed are the ones who end up shooting at you first. So it's more or less just self-defense. It's not advocating violence. And also, if you've heard the song, if you've heard the entire song, it's a guy basically whoring around. I'm going to have to bleep that out. All right, cool. I just made more work for myself. True. Either way, it's dumb. This guy is arguing the dumbest possible things to win this lawsuit.
It's just $1 million. It doesn't really.
He's going against fucking ZeniMax, though, / Bethesda. Do you really think he's gonna win?
I doubt
Not
it.
with the legal parties that they've got backing them up.
So the game is Star Measer, and the composer is Alex Maurer.
Star Measer. Hang on.
It actually looks really good for just being a 2D side scroller. It's one of those screen spam. There's like a ton of things going on, and you got to dodge all the bullets and shoot all the ships and get all the pickups and all that.
This sounds either like a Metroid kind of game, or it's very oh shit. It's like Bullet
This is
Slug, just where
like
it's bullet hell.
Darius and other older titles like
Yeah, it's-
8-bit side scroller
Yeah.
space, like you're the spaceship shooting other spaceships and things like that.
But yeah, it's still in the Kickstarter phase, and the contract they wrote up with her was basically they own the music she makes. They're just paying her for the time, and she doesn't own any of it. And she
Basically
doing
didn't
all
read the
that stuff,
contract
and
right.
then she like put it up on her site for $8,000.
Yeah,
Jesus.
took the soundtrack
A
and
couple
was
people
charging
actually bought
$1,000
it.
for it.
I mean, isn't that the case with most games? Like, the people who made the game own the soundtrack? We just pay
Yeah, but-
composers to make the soundtrack?
It was in the contract that she didn't own the music. The music was
Yeah, and that's very
owned by the game development
They even
company,
said that that's very typical.
and that they were going to
for-
pay her for all of the time. That way, if something came up to where people were ripping the music from the game, then the company would be able to take legal action, which would have less fallout on her.
People are just petty. Fucking shitty
They
ass
are.
things that they pull. Come on. Really? You're gonna screw
Like, she
over
signed the
people who-
contract. She was in it to go full bore, and then just decided, nope, fuck them. I'm going to cause a fit. And instead of going directly after the game dev, she DMCA'd like over a dozen people on YouTube just to get their attention and to try to get them to fight for her.
It's like you're creating enemies here, not friends.
Oh yeah.
She kind of needs to
And
know how the
potentially
internet
ruining
works.
people's careers isn't exactly how to get people in your corner either.
No.
A DMCA won't ruin the career of a YouTuber. It'll most likely cause a strike, which over time will go away. Or, you know, you have to resolve it somehow. But
If
they
it's
won't be
somebody
able
like
to
Generally
me,
just by
who I've
deleting
only
the
got like
content.
2 or 3 videos up, and I get a DMCA strike for something I haven't even posted on, I'm not going to know how to get that strike off of there. There goes the only videos I have posted.
It only
That's the end of my channel until I can get it resolved.
Yeah. It's a problem.
Like all I did was play a game that they said I could play. Like they've told me I can stream this, so why am I getting a DM?
She won't be the only one, I'm sure. But it's
No,
not
it
as
kind of
big
sounds
of a
like
problem.
she's kind of does this a lot.
Well, and the way that the note described it was a very good analogy, I guess, is that she's tried so many other means that this is her only way of doing something about it. She's like a trapped animal, literally just biting at anything that comes close. Gonna blow up in her face more than it has already if she keeps it up. That's what I heard in the news that really just made me go, what the fuck?
People are just assholes. The end.
Yes. New Spider-Man game looks absolutely fucking amazing.
Oh god, yes.
Yeah,
No pun
sadly
intended there.
it's a fucking exclusive to console / PS4, my bad. Just one console.
Yeah, it's developed by Sony. They can make a good Spider-Man game if they really tried, but they can't make a good movie.
I'm going to say this now. Fuck Sony. The reason why
Indeed.
they pull the shittiest moves and also the just why would you bother if you're going to do something like that kind of moves. For one, the 4K Blu-ray player. They created it. You can buy it at like a Best Buy for your 4K TV if you have one. I personally do not. I wish I did because they look pretty as hell. But my point being, they made the 4K Blu-ray player. They gave the rights to it to Microsoft so they could use it in the Xbox One S, and they did. Then Sony creates the PS4 Pro, and this, has native 4K resolution support. Doesn't have a 4K Blu-ray player though.
Oh no, it has a 4K Blu-ray player in it. It just won't play anything 4K until XYZ update.
Until
Either
they feel like they're ready for it.
either way, you basically have a normal Blu-ray player.
Right?
And on top,
Like-
and sorry, go ahead.
Why not just unlock it from the get-go?
Xbox One did. Or Xbox One will. One X. Yeah, whatever. The newest one will.
The Xbox One S and the Xbox One X will both have the ability to use 4K, Blu-ray players.
Yeah.
And the Xbox One S already does. Another thing that really pisses me off is they decided not to create a 4K Blu-ray player for PCs. So if you wanted to use a HTPC for your home theater setup, you kind of have to stick with the old generation where you could only run at 1080p.
Sure, somebody will get it at some.
Well, in terms of, I guess, speaking of like Spider-Man and all that, I'm really excited for the new DBZ game that's coming out, The Fighters. It's made by Arc Systems, and it looks gorgeous.
Looks so good. And what was it? 3v3 combat even? Like a
Yeah, it's like
callback to
three-
the old Marvel versus Capcom games.
Yeah, it's like 3v3 tag team, kind of. And like certain team ups will award you specific combos that you can do. Like Goku and Vegeta, I think they do like I think a combined attack, or they may even fuse, for all I know.
Like
Frieza,
they'll
and
have like a final Kamehameha and
yeah, I think Frieza and Cell may have a couple moves there. In terms of content, though, I think they're gonna go. I think just with Z, or they may very well do some of the earlier arcs of Super as well.
and being a game coming out in this day and age, DLC. As Super progresses, they can add some of the characters from Super.
Well, they've
As
already
the
done that.
storyline opens up, they can keep adding more.
Yeah, they've already done that with Xenoverse 2, because right now I think the Goku Black Saga is on Xenoverse 2 now as DLC, something like that. And I'm really excited for this one because it's the first real Dragon Ball Z fighter since like Tenkaichi 3 or Raging Blast 2. I can't remember which one was the last true fighter, but this one harkens back to like almost the PS1 days where they had like Dragon Ball Z Final Bout and stuff like that.
Or it wasn't a story wrapped in a fighter. It was
Well-
straight up, you pick your characters, you fight. End of
Well-
story.
They still do. Well, they're still going to include story. I'm going to guarantee you that right now.
But it's not a campaign with fighting here and there.
Well, Arc Systems, they're known for doing stuff like that. Like I played Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue, and both of those games kind of did. Well, yeah, they did that. Except, well, God, I can't even speak. Yeah, I can speak the English language, guys. But anyway, Guilty Gear, it didn't do that. It was more like I guess a graphic novel, kind of. It's like animation mixed in. But yeah, anyway, Blaze Blue definitely did that. It like told a bit of story, added a fight here and there, which was actually very fun. Because some of the fights were actually kind of difficult. Not gonna lie. But I think they may go down that road if they ever did. As far as but yeah, as far as characters go, really hope they add like Piccolo and just add more. Don't keep it at just a few. Just add the whole fucking roster.
Open the roster wide up.
You know what game I'm really excited for? It's Cuphead. I'm sure you guys have
Cuphead.
seen videos of it. It's that old cartoon looking game, 2D.
Ah, it looks like old Betty Boop cartoons.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh.
it looks fantastic, and all of the different frames, they're hand drawn, all of that. It's really cool.
And isn't that like a single or two-player like side scroller, like 2D?
Yeah, I think it's 2 player. I don't know.
I think I saw two Cupheads playing.
Sounds like it'd be vaguely reminiscent of like Super Mario Bros. Or something like that.
No, it's a completely different kind of game. You'd have to look at it. It's really cool.
All right. Well, I'll look at it. But
Yeah,
something like
it,
that.
it definitely shows promise, and the old retro style looks really really good.
The art
Mhm.
style is fantastic. No
Yeah.
complaints.
But as soon as I saw that, I'm like, no fucking way! This game looks amazing.
Yeah, there was a I always appreciate art styles of games. One of them being State of Mind. It's not out yet. It's supposed to come out in Q4 of this year. No pre-order price or anything like that yet. It's basically you're among a society where people like upload their brains into a network and they, live in the network instead of having bodies. And you basically just follow the storyline through that. The art style, it has like this simplistic polygonal kind of look to it. But at the same time, like you can see all the lens flares and the lighting and all the small details that need to be there.
Hell yeah!
My God.
Oh man, as far as this franchise has gone, I'm blown away and super excited to see what's done with the new Quake. I also know that I would not stand snowball's chance in hell in any kind of competitive setting with that game.
Oh my God. Quake is that is a fucking it's crazy. Okay. It is crazy.
I had a chance to play it. It was fucking difficult. I got ripped apart every few
The
seconds.
newer one?
The new one, yeah. I got a chance to play I think it was either the alpha or the beta. Yeah, it was one of the two.
Yeah, because I remember they did have an open beta there for a little while.
Yeah. It was really good looking. It's basically just Doom turned into, an arena.
Yeah, I remember playing Quake on, God, was it? I think it was the original Xbox, or it might have been the first years of Xbox 360. But I remember, just playing it with friends and running around the arena. How fast paced, how gory. Um, the rocket jumps and all the little tricks that you could learn to give yourself an advantage. Learning the maps, and it was really one of my first pushes towards first person shooters. The next one, of course, being Halo.
Halo
Get out of
was
Halo.
Halo was my first person shooter, personally. Like, yeah,
For me, Red Faction and Red Faction 2.
good games.
I played Red Faction 2 when it was free DL or free on Xbox, and that game was actually pretty fun. The maps are really big.
When it comes to Red Faction 2, like well no, Red Faction 1, like what we would do, me and a friend, we would just start boring a hole through the wall with like explosives and just like camp out there with like a railgun or something.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, like, and none of this, like the NPCs could get to us because we were in the wall pretty much. Like, that's the thing. Destructibility in games is just something that's so important to me.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's why
God.
I'm a huge advocate for the Battlefield series.
Yep, they bought the rights to the game, game engine for Red Faction used it in Battlefield Bad Company 2 and on.
Like, I'll still fire up my Xbox. Hell, I did a stream on it a while back, where I'll just go into onslaught mode. And if I'm bored enough, I won't even do the objective to take over the town. I will just wreck every single building there, which makes taking the objective that much harder because now I have zero cover.
Oh man. Just Cause 3 is pretty fun in terms of destructibility. Like, I mean, not everything is destructible, but a lot of the enemy facilities are, and it does look pretty.
I think Square
Always
Enix,
nice to see a mushroom cloud.
I think Square Enix was just like, let's create a game franchise where people can just be absolute dicks to anything and everything. And they created
And no
that.
repercussion.
Yeah.
Good to me.
Thus,
Just-
we give
I'm
you
really
Just
hoping
Cause.
Really hoping Crackdown 3 follows through with the promises that were made at E3 and on, because they said fully destructible environments. They never mentioned anything about it only being a multiplayer aspect. And since the game has been, released to limited people who've played it, there's been mass blowback for the fact that single player, very few things are destructible.
So there's a big reason for that, I think. So the destructibility is mainly done as like it's online because cloud computers have the ability to help out with rendering that kind of thing, whereas like a single Xbox is not capable of doing that.
Well, that, and I can kind of see another point I didn't think about until just now. If, say, me, for example, I like to drink and play video games, but when I drink and play video games, I usually go one of two routes. I'm an idiot and I get myself killed a lot, or I indiscriminately destroy everything. So say I have myself a nice drunken bender of destruction, I wake up the next day, and everything within 10 city blocks of me is destroyed, and it's single player, so the buildings don't regenerate.
I don't think they had drunk people in mind when they were designing the game.
They should, because we exist.
Oh man, but yeah,
Alright.
destructible environments and good physics make a great game to me. Like, even though one game, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, it didn't have destructible environments. Well, kind of did, sort of. But you could like cut things apart and it would be super accurate. Like, you could cut a enemy in half and they would just like fall over. And not only that, you could cut apart like a light pole or a tree or something, and whatever angle you cut it at, it will fall over. And that's what I really loved about that game. Just great physics, simply because it was made just to cut things up.
But
Things like that I can definitely get behind
Kojima.
too.
Kojima wasn't a part of it.
He had a hand in developing it. That was Platinum Games. He helped with the story.
All always like is the ability to play with bots.
Also, very good quality.
For the longest time, I never had enough friends to really play a decent, fulfilling game. So games like Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, here more recently, Battlefield, hell, League of Legends, you can play bots. Any game that gives you the ability to play with bots when you don't have enough friends online or friends in general, and
My
still
life.
experience the game to its almost fullest is always an advantage and always a good thing in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true. And go ahead, Phantom. Sorry, I may have just cut you off.
You go.
Eh, I'm sorry. But anyway,
All right,
Like, are we
Canadian.
dating
Yeah.
now?
anyway, that's another thing that I really love right now is the Dynasty Warriors series with like especially with the new game they have with Berserk, Band of the Hawk. It's not a great game, but if you want to go on a killing spree, then yeah, that's the game for you because you slaughter literally thousands upon thousands of people.
So, the game I'm bringing up for the AI thing, the Halo 5. If you went down, if you had any other allies that were still up, most of the time they usually are still alive because the AIs in the game target your ass first every time.
Right.
They will come and revive you when they can. It's like, oh hey, that's nifty. Finally, don't have to
Cool.
die in single player constantly. Thank you.
Left 4 Dead. The AI in Left 4 Dead saved my ass on so many occasions when me and Harris were playing.
You don't even know.
People selflessly give up their med kits and put themselves in danger. That and their accuracy, bar none. Like Christ on sale. So good.
My God,
Yeah.
they're just insane. That's what they are.
Anything using the Source engine is just OP
It
in
is.
terms of AI. And
Yeah.
then you play comp in CS:GO, and then the AIs are just utter shit, and they'll stare at an enemy for like 2 minutes, fire one shot, and then get fucking murdered. It's like, oh, such a useful teammate, thanks. But in casual or, deathmatch, the bots will destroy you in a matter of seconds if you're not fast enough. It's like, they're useful in deathmatch, but they're not in competitive? Can you explain that?
Well,
Not
when
really.
you kick it up to a competitive level, they expect you to be on a competitive level and not get complacent that you're playing an AI. I mean, I don't know if that's how it is, but in a competitive mindset,
Like, if you lose a teammate, you get a bot to replace said teammate, but that bot is useless as shit. Mind you, you can take over said bot, but hopefully you might not get a chance to because he may already be dead because he just runs off into battle.
Meat
You
shield.
shit.
Oh, I'm a robot.
I'm a robot. How's it going?
Hey.
Want me to do what in the what?
Nope, I'm gonna go over here and stare at the wall for 5 minutes and get shot in the back.
No, he actually does that. They will do that. It's a
That
pain.
reminds me of the AI from fucking Perfect Dark, is they would just like you put it on insanely easy difficulty, and the things that you're playing against will walk into a room, keep walking forward, hit the wall, stare at it for about 30 seconds, and then decide to move, giving you plenty of time to walk up, put your pistol right to the back of their head, dispatch of them. You didn't have to be good at actually getting headshots. You just wait till the AI weren't looking and just walk up behind them and end it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh my God. No, you were going first.
So polite.
These are so cute.
In Fallout 4, the AIs are actually useful when they're not your companion. The companions just stand in your way when you try and exit a door, or they walk through trip mines and get your ass killed. Thank you, dog meat. I love you.
Super dog.
Or Lydia,
Motherfucker. Either way,
or any other companion from Skyrim. Hey,
like,
I just came in this room. This isn't where I want to be. Turn around. AI stands in your way for 15 fucking minutes while you're smashing your body into them to get them to move. And then they
Lydia,
make that disgruntled noise like, like, motherfucker, you're the one standing in the doorway.
Lydia, move. There's a trap here. We need to move. I am here to help.
Fucking come
Yes,
on,
I know you're
come
here to
on.
help. You're not helping.
That or
yeah.
they go off and they get themselves killed thinking they could 1v1 a fucking dragon.
Oh, they could.
Oh, that was entertaining for
They don't
me.
die.
Just seeing Lydia get eaten.
I can't tell you how many times
she
I've
got mauled.
I can't tell you how many times I've seen her get in the way and me accidentally killing her, quote unquote, accidentally, and then having
Good
to
old
restart.
Fusro Da with movement real quick.
Dude, throw her ass off the side of a mountain. Works.
Dragonborn, why are we in the wilderness away from all the people? They can never know. You just raise like Dagon's razor or something. You just stab her.
You get a higher
Like-
bounty for killing a chicken than you do killing a person.
That's
Yep.
bullshit.
Yeah. Kills one person silently, lets the body fall in the middle of town. No one bats an eyelash. You kick a fucking chicken, and every guard from 3 Providences over is after your ass.
I just feel like game devs for Skyrim really Zelda and
Fuck.
They advocate violence towards people, not animals. Well, good on them.
Man. But yeah,
Which is
Fish
why you
should be
can't stab
happy.
any kids either.
speaking of good AI, though, like if you have ever played the Fear games, like Fear 1 or Fear 2, or even 3 wasn't that bad. It was okay. But yeah, AI in that game, they were actually very intelligent. They would actually flip over cover and try to smoke you out with grenades and stuff like that. Which I like that as a challenge. I do. That and oh my god, the gore in that game is insane.
Yet
Like-
another aspect of game development that's always going to appeal to me is the level of gore.
Like,
especially
seriously.
when you're not expecting it, and then all of a sudden you kill something and it just fully explodes. You're like,
Well, that's the thing
I
about
did
that's the beauty about Fear is just whenever you get like a shotgun or something, if you shoot them in the right place, they will utterly explode.
Thing of
Yeah.
beauty.
That a sniper rifle is my favorite because like whenever you shoot it, like it will pierce through the guy's head and it'll take it off and you will see like a gaping hole in his head. Like seriously.
shooting people in the head.
Yeah, you and Harris both are the sniper elite of our crew so far.
Hey man, I'm a pretty good sniper. That's what I do in every game I play.
I used to be spray and pray, like give me an assault rifle, that's going to be my best way of playing. I actually went after Reach has been out for fucking ever. Just out of nowhere, I saw it was on my hard drive, hadn't played it in a while. Played a game of Reach, was shit with the assault rifle, so I'm like, all right, give me the DMR. Well, let me see what I can do with this. Headshot, 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 headshot. I'm like, where the fuck did all this skill come from?
Try playing on PC with other snipers. We'll see how far you get.
Oh, I will be absolute shit. Against other snipers, my lack of skill will definitely show through.
Yeah, like my main
Peace.
thing shot person is because when the very first Halo first came out, my boyfriend at the time and my little brother were all fucking for it. And they always wanted me to play. So I was probably like, okay, whatever, I'll play, see what you guys are freaking out about. Well, the little fuckers would not let me live long enough to figure out half of the game mechanics. And so I finally got to the point where as soon as I spawned, I would find the fucking sniper rifle, find the highest, most secluded spot on the map that could see the most, look into my scope, and be a cheating ass little fuck and look at their screens and constantly headshot their dumb asses.
Remember
They were
those?
basically looking for fodder.
Yeah, and I was like, I am done with being cannon fodder. Fuck you, die.
But yeah, like PC snipers, my god, they are a beast all to themselves.
Yeah, we.
I will not do that on PC. I refuse.
We are a separate species.
Good for fucking you, man. Good for fucking you.
So
I will not fuck with you then in a game that requires sniping. I will not do it.
it wasn't until I played Halo. I think it was 3. Yeah, it had to have been 3 on my friend's Xbox during like a Halloween party because, we wanted to play a little Xbox. we had a lot of people, and we did a 4-person split screen. It wasn't until that moment that I realized, my God, it is laggy as hell. How did I ever manage this way back when? This was when the Xbox One had already been out for a while now. And, it blew my mind when someone got a kill at that fucking, I think it was 20 frames per second per screen.
Oh yeah, that's why that's another reason why I hate playing split screen. Even if you just cut my screen in half, my console's got to render 2 different viewpoints. It's gonna slow it down. And then you do that with 4 people. Enjoy the
Forget
lag
it.
fest. At least you're all shooting at each other.
Right?
Oh man, but yeah, like seriously, games like PC snipers, you can fucking forget it. They're a different beast.
Heck, I haven't even played really that many PC first-person shooters. Like, I think Left 4 Dead is the first actual first-person shooter I've played in a while. Played Payday for a little bit. Mod really doesn't count.
If you want,
Yes, it kind of does,
not
considering.
really. That's a sandbox game.
Well,
For the
it's a little
most
bit of
part.
both.
So, if you really wanted to try yourself in terms of like reaction time and skill, CS:GO would be the place to go. I hate the game right now because of the community and how toxic it has gotten, but
Oh my god, if
Yeah,
that's not, if that's,
I would
That
treat
is
it like
so
I do playing a Grand Theft Auto lobby. I would just mute everyone, including myself.
Grand Theft Auto doesn't have the best sniping mechanics though, because
Well, no,
you
I'm
just
just saying,
shoot
as
straight
far as
forward.
dealing with toxic lobbies and communities, like, I just don't involve myself in them.
I mean, GTA isn't that bad in all honesty. Yeah, people blow shit up all the time, but it's a small majority.
Yeah. Like, then you get a game, like CSGO, where it's obscenity this and racist comment that, and everybody's out for their own, and you're always.
Call of Duty. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Call of Duty.
That too.
Oh my god. Black
Thank you,
Ops.
motorcycle. Sorry,
The
go ahead.
all 3 Black Ops. Oh my god, people are fucking assholes. Jesus. Like,
I think I
seriously.
stopped playing Call of Duty multiplayer after World of War. Like, I played a little bit of Black Ops 1 multiplayer, but not enough to even say that I'd played it, to be honest.
And
Yeah,
can I say,
bots came in, and I didn't play the shit out of that.
yeah, can I say just how comedic it is that they tried to take Black Ops 3 and try to turn it into Overwatch? Like,
Wow.
they tried to turn the whole multiplayer aspect into a class shooter, in a sense. Like, each class would have different abilities and shit, but to me, it was so pointless. It just was. Man.
Mimicry.
Call of Duty's going to shit, and I hope that World War II is good, but at the same time, I'm wanting it to fail like the previous game, just so we don't have to deal with this Call of Duty bullshit anymore.
Right?
A game a year, man. You can't have a game a year. That's what really kills it.
Yeah.
You
looks
gotta
like we're coming
put
up.
development time.
Coming up on our hour here. Any final points anyone wants to make, or
Quit being dicks in game lobbies.
Yeah, don't be fucking toxic.
If you're toxic, always be toxic towards the hackers, because those guys deserve it.
yes,
Yes.
very, very much so.
Or the Smurfs. Those guys are assholes.
So this will conclude yet another Think on It podcast. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Like, comment, subscribe.
Waiting for it.
We said it first.
And And remember that we do stream this live every Monday, episodes released on Wednesdays. With that said, this is Gavin Zalter, and we all hope you guys have a great evening.